Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Vought. I'm Homelander Memes, the one and only from Instagram, and this is
Vought Productions. Hello, hello.
Vought Productions. Today, we've got a special episode for you today. We're going to be reviewing the new Boys trailer that dropped. The hype is unbelievable.
The crazy thing about the trailer, I think, is the fact that I feel like everybody's been waiting for this for at least a year. So to finally get it
Too
now,
long.
yeah. So to finally get it now is amazing.
And it was better than I could have imagined.
Yeah, I think the whole like marketing leading up to it was interesting as well. Like how they were kind of playing with like Imagine Dragons on Twitter, like kind of tweeting each other back and forth for a couple days. I thought that was kind of clever too. I don't know if you saw that because I know you're not on Twitter as much. You are now, so go follow my boy on Twitter. But yeah,
At Homelander Memes, but the last E is a 3.
yeah.
Just to continue where we were talking,
E.
do you like Imagine Dragons?
I actually do. I've said for a while that I think the song "I'm So Sorry" by them. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but I think it would make an amazing trailer for the boys because lyrically, I think it fits.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call myself like a fan of the band. I mean, like I only really know "I'm So Sorry" and then "Radioactive." Like those are the only two songs I know from them, really. Oh, and
Bones is
"Believer."
good.
Yeah, yeah. The that's the one they used for the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song too. Like that song has grown on me. Watching the trailer multiple times, I do like it.
I didn't know it was Imagine Dragons till afterward.
Yeah. And that's cool too, because I mean they're a big band, so I think that just kind of helps, get more publicity for the show too.
Alright, let's get away from talking about
Imagine Dragons, because people are here for the
Imagine
boys.
Dragons.
Not
Let's talk
Imagine
about the
Dragons. This
boys
is not an
today.
Imagine Dragons podcast, in case you were wondering. Okay, so I mean, I guess we got to talk about the biggest thing from the trailer. It's the opening. I mean, it's the opening scene in the trailer, so you really can't like skip over it. Billy Butcher on Compound V now. How do you feel about that?
Feel good. Feels like they're finally taking a grain of salt from the comics.
So you are actually a little bit more like versed in the comics than I am. Like I've started reading them, but do you kind of want to get into a little bit about what that trajectory and path is like in the comics, and if you think the show will follow that same path, or do you think they will put a different spin on it? Like, what is your thoughts?
Well, I read the comics before I watched the show,
Right. Hmm.
and the comics definitely have a storyline that can be expanded far beyond what we've gotten so far.
Okay. So, like in the comics, when Billy Butcher takes Compound V, is that a permanent thing, or is it kind of where he has to keep taking it, sort of deal?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
I think it's a permanent thing.
Right.
Because why wouldn't it be? Kimiko.
See, that's true, but for me, like my personal theory on it is that it's not permanent because I don't know. Did you watch the animated spinoff?
Yeah, diabolical.
Right. So there was something that I remembered. It's from episode 4 of Diabolical, and they said some of the episodes are canon to the show. Kripke said that on Twitter. So there's a part in episode 4 where you have like two adults that are taking Compound V. The one with like the guy and his cat girlfriend. Do you remember that one?
Yeah,
Yes.
that episode, not a fan.
Really?
Not a huge fan.
Really? That's interesting because that was
The
actually
cat girl?
that was actually one of my favorites from Diabolical. Besides episode 8.
Tell me why.
I thought storyline wise, it was probably the best out of all of them because it felt like it had a clear story from start to finish. Like in a 10-minute time span, like the narrative was like, oh, this guy's trying to get this girl. Then he gets Compound V to impress her, and then she gets it, and then they're this couple, and it kind of like shows what happens when you get fame from something that is kind of stupid or that you really can't control because they get like internet famous off of it.
My
and then they
like
and then
my meme page.
right. No, dude, the meme page is quality memes, dog. That's not injecting a drug, right? That's
Thanks, man.
some quality work there. I mean,
I'm like the dealer. I inject the people.
you inject the people with the content that they need, which is memes. So
Yup,
you always like that.
they come to me.
I think with the way they did that episode though, it was like they get popular, because they're these two like souped up people on Compound V, and then they lose it all, and then they lose the fame and everything because people are like, oh, these two are just a bunch of idiots. But where I'm going with that is that they're both like adults, and I think the way that Compound V works is that if you're a kid and you take it, it permanently makes you a soup because you got less blood for it to travel through and everything. And like you do it at a young age, so it like stays in your system. But when you're an adult, you need consistent doses of it. So with Billy Butcher, I feel like it's going to be a thing where he has to keep taking it. There's a couple spots in the trailer where you see like his eyes kind of like flicker, like he doesn't always seem to have like full control over it,
Interesting.
but I'm not sure. Cuz I don't know, do you like that idea? Like, would you rather it be him like having to consistently take it and be like, or would you rather it be like a permanent thing where like you sometime in season 3 he takes Compound V and now he's permanently a soup? Like, what would you rather?
Well, I do kind of see where people come from when they say that they related to Butcher because Butcher was more, boots to the ground, fighting the soups, underdog.
Right.
Made him a badass, like Batman.
Because I mean, you have Homelander who's scared of Butcher, and really for no reason because he's way more powerful than Butcher. But I think that's what added to Butcher's charm is like he wasn't as powerful, but he acted as powerful, and he was still able to intimidate everybody despite not being on the same playing field. So I feel like if you all of a sudden just like give him powers, it kind of just like I feel like it'll be interesting to see what he does with it. But I feel like it takes away a
For
little bit.
every season, like, do we want a superpowered Butcher for season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
That's what I'm saying. Is like I feel like it.
Sequel after sequel after sequel.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think it can be a permanent thing because if it is, I feel like it just completely narratively wrecks the whole like plot. Unless he has to get killed off, and that's something that I wouldn't want either. Like I don't want to deal with a souped up Butcher for 3, 4, and 5, but I also don't want to have a souped up Butcher in 3, and the consequence of this is that somebody has to kill him off, right? Like I wouldn't want that either because I think Butcher is one of the strongest characters in the show. Like a lot of people point to Homelander, but I honestly think Butcher is one of the strongest in the show. I just don't think you could reasonably kill him off until
He's got the strongest plot armor.
close to the end. Yeah, and that's coming from the biggest Starlight simp of them all. But to me, Butcher's very integral. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he kind of holds the boys together in a sense. I mean he's the main. Would you call him a protagonist or an antagonist? Because I mean, is there really?
The protagonist is Huey.
Yeah.
I guess there's multiple protagonists.
I guess in the grand scheme of things, he's a protagonist, but he's definitely not like crystal clean and innocent, right? He's definitely got his.
He's chaotic good.
Now, do you think the Compound V thing with him? Because in the trailer, it looks like he's injecting it himself. Do you think that is like what do you think his rationale is going to be for that? Because for the longest time he's hated superheroes and he said that all supes are terrible people. So what point do you think drives him to take the V? Because that seems like a little hypocritical, right?
I think he's ready to level up the playing field.
Like at this point,
I think since his wife died.
Yeah, I can get with that. Like he just doesn't care anymore about like morals, I guess, or old.
Yeah, he's going the next step. He's saying fuck it. He was willing to blow himself up in season 1 just to prove a point.
That is true. That's actually true. I've kind of forgot about that scene actually, but you're right.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just kind of keep going to the trailer. So I mean, you obviously see like Butcher with V during it. The next notable shot is Homelander looking at himself in the mirror. He's got like a bruised eye. So what do you think happens there? How do you think he gets a bruise in the eye?
I didn't notice it at first when I first saw the trailer, and someone pointed it out, and I was like, "Holy shit! How does Homelander get a bruised eye?" And then I'm like, "Oh, it's Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy definitely put Homelander in his place."
Really?
My guess. How about you?
I could see that. I mean, I feel like he gets in some kind of conflict. Like my original theory was that maybe he gets in a conflict with, Starlight over something because it seems to be that Starlight just with how much the show's pushing her and everything, it seems to be like she's going to be a major force in season 3 and almost be like the female rival to Homelander, not in terms of like power level, but just in terms of like popularity. Like she's just like growing. So maybe something happens where he gets jealous of that and they get into a fight. But at the same time, it would be kind of weird for them to run another fight scene between those two because they already did it in season 2 when he chokes her in the elevator. And I also don't really know if I could see Starlight getting a punch off on him and then like somehow getting away. Like I just don't know
No,
how that would.
she couldn't even do Stormfront on her own,
That's true.
and Stormfront could get by homie.
That's true. So who? So Soldier. I do like the guess on Soldier Boy. Then maybe.
Soldier Boy was Vought #1.
Mm-hmm.
Soldier Boy was Homelander before Homelander was there.
Yeah. So maybe it's now. What are the chances that maybe the bruise is like self-inflicted? Like, because the idea that I get from the trailer, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but I almost got the vibe that Homelander is not himself like this entire season. Like every clip that you see of him in the trailer is him like struggling to keep it together, like with fake smiles or like now you do see him when he approaches the crowd and that seems like typical Homelander, but you don't see him actually lasering anybody in the trailer. Now it could just be they didn't pick that for a shot, but he,
Just milking cows and looking at walls.
yeah, like he just seems like way more emotionally unstable. Like do you think he just drives himself off the deep end and like maybe gets like I don't know, maybe just gets
Nice.
clumsy or something and just starts like maybe injures him. Maybe the cow kicks him. Do you think the cow kicks him in the face? Like this is something I thought about like just now. But
Nah, dude. We gotta think about it. It's Homelander year.
but I actually like that theory. That's my theory. It's the cow.
It's the cow.
I don't I don't understand what it is with this man in milk. Like he had Madeline in season 1 and he saved her.
He found the source.
Yeah, now he's got the source. I mean, who needs, I guess he's just going straight to cows for milk now. He's tired of going to women for his milk obsession. So now he's just going to
Yup.
cows. This guy, he's insane. So the next shot of the trailer that we got after Homelander looking in the mirror, we got the shot of a black noir or boy.
Yeah, and during the shot, it's playing in the song. The lyrics, "Waiting for the Reaper to come for me."
Oh.
And as we're shown in Diabolical, Black Noir was basically the original Homelander right after Soldier Boy.
That is actually a really good catch.
So Black Noir may play a large role in this season.
I didn't actually. That's a great catch with like the lyrics that play while he comes on screen because I didn't really see that. But maybe
Yep.
that's good. So And you see later in the trailer too, like, you still got classic moments of him with him like drawing, and there's like a part where is he like eating nuts at a certain part? Like, did he like cure his allergy?
Oh yeah, dude, that's beans.
Oh, it is beans. Yeah, you're right. It is beans. Okay, so I don't know, but either way, it's funny because like you still got like these innocent Black Noir moments where he's just like drawing and stuff. So he's a funny character. That's for sure.
Yeah. Vought Fresh Farms, classic chili.
Oh yeah. So after Noir, you get the shot of Huey Campbell crying in what looks like maybe like an alleyway, or because you see like a gate and like a little lamp going on, but like I don't know where he is. But
He's in a suit.
he's clearly scared or traumatized or upset by something. Do you think does it have to do with his arm? Because later in the trailer when Kamiko like breaks his arm.
It looks like he's in a fancy environment if you look to the left.
Yeah, it's like a
I
gated
think
area.
I think that he attended the soups contest that we see with Supersonic
Maybe.
in the competition. Maybe he went there and he got his heart broken.
Maybe.
Maybe Starlight was catching feelings.
Bro, I hope not.
Imagine.
Dude, I don't even want to think about it, honestly. I really don't.
Maybe Homie and Starlight start dating.
No. No. Will not let this happen.
How cute.
No. Bad. Very bad. Okay. So anyway, moving on from our boy Huey. What do you think happens with the scene where Kamiko's breaking his arm? What's up with that? 'Cause it's very clearly like consensual. Like it's not like she's doing it like to hurt him. 'Cause he's like looking away.
I think it's to test him for regenerative abilities after getting Compound V.
Potentially.
My theory.
Yeah, I like that theory too. I mean, it makes the most sense. Clearly, the compound V does not erase the pain that comes with that because
Yeah.
he's not having a fun time. Maybe the compound V doesn't work for him, and then his arm just gets broken. He just spends the whole season in a cast. Like
That means Kimiko's a badass because she never screams. She doesn't even talk.
that's true. Um, so the next shot is Homelander and Starlight standing side by side.
Oh, our America's favorite blonde couple.
Stop. I refuse to ship these two.
I ship
Stop it.
them.
I'm not gonna entertain this. I'm not gonna even entertain this. Huey is
Look, it's cute.
nah,
It's
it's not
cute.
cute. How is it cute? He's a psycho who's milking cows.
What's wrong with milking cows?
Oh my gosh.
That's how our country is
Do you
made.
milk cows?
Yeah, it's my ancestors.
Oh my no, I'm not doing this. Okay. Anyway though, standing side by side, she looks very official. And you got two chairs right next to each other. So do you think maybe it's like a co-captain kind of dealio going on there? Because
Maybe.
because that's the head of the table. Like where they're at is the head of the seven table, and you got two chairs placed there. And then they're right next to each other.
Yeah, it looks like it. Or
Maybe it's just for PR, like it's not actually real.
maybe doesn't really look like they're sitting down in the chairs, so maybe that's Soldier Boy and Homelanders.
Maybe, and they're just standing back there just for like a camera shot or something.
Exactly.
Maybe. So the next shot, you got Starlight, and it doesn't look like anything's happening here. There's nothing in her hand at all. It's just a trailer shot. MM. What do you think about this shot with MM? Do you see anything in here?
Oof, some nice juicy man
He's
hands.
got some veiny hands, dude. You could probably strangle Homelander with those hands.
Mother's milk.
Mother's milk.
There's apparently a really dark backstory to his nickname.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in the comics. I actually forgot what it was. It's something about his family.
Now that you say that, I think you're right on that. But yeah, but I forgot what it was. To be honest with you, let's see.
So
You got this.
Starlight's clenching her hands for some reason. She's angry.
For some reason, I mean, she's either angry. I think it's just a shot for the trailer to make it look cool, but is she about to charge up powers, do you think? Because that's normally what she does when she's getting ready to like pull in light. Because you see like like it's blurred, but there's some kind of lamp light fixture kind of thing in front of her.
Lamplighter.
Oh my gosh. Lamplighter confirmed? No.
Fucking lamplighter.
I mean, maybe she's getting ready to harness some powers. Maybe. Who's she fighting? We don't know. So after him, you get the shot with Stan Edgar, and this just looks like a standard Stan Edgar type shot. He's probably looks like maybe he's in like a Congress building or something, like maybe getting ready to testify, perhaps, or can't really make anything out. Is there anything you see here?
Yep, he's doing Vought stuff. And then we see Frenchie, and Frenchie's at a Vought festival.
Yeah, some kind of amusement park. It looks like.
Yeah, Vought amusement
Yeah, the
park.
Vaughtland thing. Now this board here with the missing.
Yes, Frenchie is looking at something.
Is that Frenchie? I don't think that's Frenchie.
Looks like Frenchie's flannel.
That's true, and the hair kind of looks like him a little bit. Can you see anything on these posters at all?
Trying to make it out.
A life of service for a fallen soldier boy. So there's like an there's like an old like soldier boy poster.
Woman paralyzed in Tech Knight hostage
Oh,
rescue.
Tech Knight, interesting. Okay.
Superhero, Super Slayer.
This is like a little like war room thing with a whole bunch of missing. So I guess a bunch of missing like old superheroes. Perhaps they're trying to find them all.
Super collateral shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe it's one of Frenchie's assassin dens.
Maybe.
His
He's a
hideouts.
secret lair of like all the superheroes that he's trying to like go after.
Yeah.
Let's see, you got loading a gun here. Pretty epic.
So I really like this scene when it pulls up. There's the dispute between the police and the protesters,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think
and then we got A-Train zipping up
with a Pepsi. Well, not a Pepsi, but
in this fresh suit.
what is up with the suit? Can we talk about the suit? Do you like the suit?
Honestly, I'm digging it.
I'm kind of with you.
I'm digging
I've
it.
seen a bunch of people clown the suit, and I don't hate it. I really don't. Like, I kind of like it.
Nah, I like it.
Kind of like it.
Yeah. He's thick.
But what? But why does he have the suit? Is the question.
Probably, it's like a rainbow. So
It's got to be for some kind of Vought propaganda thing that he's trying.
I feel like rainbow,
Do you
peas,
think
colorful.
now? Do you think because you know how Vought works? Do you think this like riot between the people and the police is like a staged like Vought event for like A-Train to come in?
No, dude, I think it's a commercial.
Oh, true. To sell his what is that? What is that can? Turbo Rush?
Yeah. What you thought he actually?
I thought he was out here just
You thought
saving
he
people.
actually went out to a riot and handed out turbo rush?
I mean, maybe, dude. You don't know. Yeah, no, you're definitely you're definitely right. It's definitely got to be a commercial, like a commercial scene.
It's making fun of Kendall
Is
Jenner.
it Kendall or Kylie? It was one of the genders. Genders.
Kendall, it's Kendall.
It doesn't. Yeah, one of the genders. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Roasting them for that whole commercial, that Pepsi commercial.
Yeah, we see Supersonic, your favorite character.
Heck that guy. Can't stand him. Oh, he's even dancing like a clown. Who likes this guy?
He looks pretty fly.
No, he looks like a clown.
And then we get nerdy guy banging Ashley.
Okay, so I have a theory on this, actually.
Dude, that actor commented on my post.
Oh, did he really? What did he say?
He was like, "Heck yeah!"
That is so funny. Can we talk about? Do you think this is a change of character for Ashley? Because my theory when I saw this is that maybe she's not going to be like so uptight and like play it by the rules anymore. Like she's just going to be a little bit more like perhaps loose. I don't know, just like loose cannon, like not really following the rules anymore. like just kind of doing whatever she wants.
Getting her paella eaten.
Oh yeah, yeah. The throwback reference to season 2. Yeah, potentially, clearly. Anyways, the Huey Annie kiss. You know, this is like my favorite. This had to be one of my favorite parts of the trailer. You
They're holding
know this, right?
hands, they kiss, they're looking
Look how
cute.
sweet this is, dude. Now, does this mean their relationship has gone public? Because they're at the Dawn of the Seven press event thing, and they're just like kissing like in front of everybody. So does this mean that they've officially gone like public, like they're not hiding it anymore?
I mean, they don't look to be around people
That is
though.
true, and their silhouette is dark.
Yeah.
Maybe. Either way, I'm not gonna get on a Huey Annie tangent in this, but I hope they I hope they have a good season. I'm
It's another episode.
you got A Train getting mad, or Homelander getting mad at A Train. Now he's wearing the old suit. Is there something with the suit? But why is he mad at A Train?
Yes.
Wrong it.
He's wearing the old suit. Interesting observation. I actually didn't notice that.
Yeah. So at some point this season the suit changed. Maybe do you think?
Well, it insinuates that that was just a commercial.
Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely just maybe a commercial. But why do you think Homelander is mad at A Train?
Good question.
What do you think he's saying to A Train?
I've been reading comments. People are saying that he's saying, "You dare raise your hand to me," something like that. And it's supposedly a line ripped from the comics.
Oh, okay. I could see that actually.
Homelander getting all
So
mad.
do you think like A Train like tries to stand up to Homelander then? I guess.
I don't know, but I think Homelander is gonna make A-Train his bitch in the very least,
I don't know, dude.
because Soldier Boy's gonna be there. There's gonna be a whole shift of power. All these new soups.
You got Starlight kind of rising up.
Stormfront's gonna be back.
You got Starlight kind of rising up now because she's back in the Seven. Like she's gaining popularity.
Yeah, and Maeve has blackmail.
Yeah, and she's got a sword. But we'll get to that. So the 40-second mark, you got somebody blowing up that looks like Victoria Newman blowing somebody up.
Is it?
The silhouette looks very much like her, with the red suit, the long black hair.
Or it's Cindy from season 2 who escaped from the soup mental
It
hospital.
could be, but that doesn't really look like her at all with the hair.
Kinda looks like her. Look at the face though. What if they used her? What if she's in this?
I mean, maybe she got a new look now. I don't know. Either way, someone's getting exploded. So rip in pieces.
Sure.
This shot of a butcher looks super cool. I don't know what he's looking out of, but that is this is probably one of my favorite shots in the whole trailer.
It is
I
cool.
don't know like where he's at. It's like some kind of icy window kind of thing going on here. Got the little laser eyes.
I think he's looking at a mirror.
Oh, it could be just a mirror. It was funny because one of my buddies was telling me that he showed this trailer to one of his friends, and they were like, wait, when did Butcher get laser powers? Like, what did I miss? And he's like, I know, like that's the point of the season. Like something crazy's going down. Because like this is a new thing. Like that's what makes this so insane. It's just like probably the biggest change from season 2 to 3. But we already kind of touched on that, I suppose. The next shot, Starlight, gotta love it. You love to see it. She looks different. I don't know.
Yeah, she's got eyeliner on.
So she looks like more like matured, right? Like her hair's like straighter. It's not like I can't really explain how she looks different.
Means business.
Hmm?
She looks like Maeve.
Oh,
She means
she looks
business.
like Maeve.
She's her own hero.
Like in season 1, her hair's like kind of got curls in it. Season 1 and 2, and this is like it's just straight. Like it's not. I mean, it's got like a curl at the end, but overall it's straighter. I like her. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but I think her visual effects for like the way her eyes light up looks a little bit different to me. It looks good in the trailer. compared to previous seasons.
That's
It
so good.
looks cleaner. Like her
Yeah.
whole look.
Looks like she's wearing contact lenses, even,
Oh,
doesn't it?
maybe. Well, maybe that's just how they do the powers, like behind the scenes. Maybe it makes it easier. I don't know. I mean, what do I know about VFX? You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, he's a bit lost in the sauce.
And you got Cameron Coleman here doing Cameron Coleman things. I like this guy. Do you like this guy?
Yeah, I like him, and he seems pretty happy when we first see him, but then a millisecond later, we see something rising in the bottom left portion of the screen, and if you look closely, it's a Homelander dildo.
Yeah. Yeah, he's no longer he's not a fan of this. He's being pitched a product. He's like, "Hey, you got a toy for me to sell on the Vought News Network."
No, I think they're gonna pitch that product into his
Oh my
ass.
gosh.
Serious, he does not look
He
happy.
doesn't look very happy. He really doesn't. And then
Maybe Homelander goes there, threatens him.
what?
Yeah, and he's like, I'll stick this up your ass.
What?
Yeah.
What? This is uh, can we place bets that doesn't happen? Because I'll bet.
Who else is gonna walk in there with the dildo?
Well, it's not his hand. That's not Homelander's hand. Whose hand is that? I don't know. That's not Homelander's.
What do you mean?
They got like a hand, and that's the same outfit that Kamiko's wearing in the trailer. She's got like this blue like
In the hospital?
yeah, there's like the blue guy. Actually, you know what? No, that's not all right. I don't know. Who is it? Wrong answers only. I don't know. Kamiko. Why not?
I bet it's almost looks like
Huey?
Huey.
No, it's not Huey. The hand doesn't look like Huey's.
Who would walk in there with a dildo? Butcher.
No.
Who else?
Ashley.
No, it's a guy.
Are you sure? Are we like analyzing the blurry
Yeah.
hand here to try to figure out this is a masculine or feminine hand shape? Is this what we're doing?
I didn't even realize it was a dildo the first time.
I didn't really either, honestly. I thought it was like a toy. But I mean,
Makes it much darker.
it does make it much darker. I don't know what's happening. Either way, Cameron doesn't like it. I don't like it. Nobody likes this. Okay. You got Kamiko at some kind of party event thing, and she stabs some guy with a dildo. Dildos are just a big thing this season. Huge plot device.
No way,
It's
that was a
definitely
dildo.
Pause
No.
it. Pause it at 46 when she goes to beat him with it. It's definitely someone pointed it out to me because I didn't notice that either, but it is.
It's literally like a millisecond frame.
Do you think?
It's
Do
not
you think this is
dildo.
like the Hero-gasm episode? Like they just start beating each other up with toys?
Kimiko wouldn't be there.
Well, she would be there maybe if it was like a boys undercover op to like kill the soups at the Hero-gasm.
Yeah, but who's she
I don't
killing?
know. Some weird guy with a mustache. Maybe he's one of the superheroes on that poster board from earlier. Yeah, the one that Frenchie was looking at. Maybe he's one of the wanted guys. Anyway. Crimson Countess.
Ooh, so hot. Hotter than Scarlet Witch?
No. But she blasts. So you see Frenchie and Kamiko there, right? I missed this the first time watching, but you can see Frenchie and Kamiko are there.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So maybe
that's who she was probably
probably
aiming at.
because like when I first watched it, my thought was like, oh, this is just a theme park exhibit. Like she's just blasting the Homelander dummy for the kids. But maybe she was actually trying to kill Frenchie and Kamiko. But that's how it's masked.
Yeah.
And this shot seems to line up earlier with the one with Frenchie, like with the glasses and everything. So, like, this has got to be the same episode, like at Vaughtland or whatever this place is. I guess, right?
Yeah.
So then we got the scene with Huey getting his arm broken, which we already went over. Got the little soldier boy singing, you know, what a vintage soldier boy looks like, older suit. Nothing really to point out with the scene of the deep. The next notable scene is Queen Maeve with the sword. So how do you feel about Queen Maeve with the sword?
Wait, I'm thinking we should back up to the deep a little bit because I know you really like that character.
Heck no. Nah.
Huh?
Is there anything you want to say about the deep?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So he's in bed with a beautiful woman. Probably his wife. Church of the Collective.
But he's more turned on by the octopus.
Whoa, come on, don't be a freak.
He's looking at the octopus.
He's simply gazing in the direction that the octopus is.
He's very drawn to the octopus.
Wow, being stimulated, actually.
Yeah. So you got that. But how you feel about Queen Maeve with a sword?
Hope it's not a plastic claw.
I don't know why it's funny to me, but it is. Yeah, no, same. Hopefully it's a real sword. I don't know who she'll cut with it. It better not be Huey or Annie, or we're gonna have problems.
Maybe she gave Homelander the bruise with her
Maybe
sword.
she hit him in the face with a sword. She could have.
Yeah, with the
She could
blade.
have. There's one scene right
She could.
before the octopus with the deep, where it's like there's like some kind of like motel scene, and like a guy explodes, and another guy like emerges out of him.
Yeah, I think that was some kind of Ant-Man sex scene gone wrong.
Maybe that looks really crazy though.
Some kind of soup orgy. It was some kind of Thanos, like Ant-Man Thanos, but gone
Oh yeah.
wrong.
You got Butcher throwing up over Huey, so clearly the compound V does not go to plan.
Probably some symptom, and Huey's so jaded at this point that he has no
That
reaction
is
to
kind
it.
of funny. Like this man has gone through so much that Butcher throwing up over him, like he just doesn't even care. Like he just looks at him like, "Are you serious, dude?"
He's been in a whale.
Yeah. I mean, what's a vomit? Like, how does vomit compare to being inside of a whale? I don't think it compares. So at this point, he's pretty hardened by life.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Might never get better for him. Got Homelander with the crowd, keep America safe. People really love him still, apparently. The scene with Ryan and Ashley throwing things at the ground. What's up with that? Ryan breaking his necklace.
And,
'Cause that's the necklace that Butcher gave him.
really,
Yeah, that's the Christopher.
Christopher.
Yeah, the necklace that Butcher gives Ryan at the end of season 2, because he says, "Here, take this. It'll keep you safe." It's what Becca gave me, but I'm giving it to you, and he breaks it, and he looks angry. So, what is happening? Do you think maybe he loses
Maybe Homelander was right.
Ryan?
Maybe he does get angry. He does realize it was all
Do you
fake.
think that maybe he gets angry at Butcher because Butcher's like his role model, like kind of mock father figure, maybe? And when Butcher takes Compound V and becomes a soup, he becomes like everything that he basically becomes a big hypocrite.
No, I don't think you would get mad about someone being.
No, even if it was like a hypocritical thing,
No,
like you.
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Got A Train dancing, and then you got the scene where he confronts Gunpowder at the school. Looks like a school where they're fighting.
Maybe some kind of.
Maybe. And A Train's definitely gonna wipe the floor with him, though.
Yeah. What's his power?
I don't know. Oh, you see, A Train's got the suit on, the new suit, also. Yeah,
Oh, really?
you can see the gold A
Okay.
on the shoulder blade. It's definitely
Maybe that Homelander scene where he's mad at A-Train. Maybe that's from the beginning of this
could
season.
be, because now we've seen multiple.
Or
We've seen multiple scenes now with A Train with the new suit. So this is clearly something that carries over. It's not just a one-time thing for a commercial, I guess. But this, I don't see green in this though. It's gold and blue. So his suit keeps changing colors. The scene with Annie crying. I don't like this scene.
Why do you think she was crying?
I mean, it's definitely. I mean, it's got to be Huey related. I just want to try to find a reason that it's not. Because I feel like coming into this season, I've been dreading the Huey Annie breakup because I feel like it's coming. And I just want to hope that it's not happening. But at some point, it's got to happen. And I feel like this season out of all of them so far just makes the most sense. I mean, the fact that Huey's working for Newman now and she's like back in the seven. And if they go public with their relationship, maybe, and then that goes wrong, like something happens, I don't know. I just hope that whatever this is, like this scene of her crying is like very early on. Because if the season ends with her like this, I don't want to think about that. I just don't even want to think about that. I'll be a, I'll
If
be a,
you had to have one,
hmm?
if you had to have either Starlight or Huey killed off in the show, which one would it be?
Oh, I definitely pick Huey, 100%. It's not even a hard choice to make. Huey would have to go.
So do you find yourself jealous of Huey?
No, I wouldn't say jealous of Huey. I would just say that as far as the two characters are concerned, I like Starlight better than Huey. But
Would you rather be him or do you
would I rather be him or what? Be
like
like
him?
him. Wasn't that the same thing? I mean, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, he goes through a lot of stuff that's not fun. So I don't know if I'd want to really be through that. So I guess I'd rather be like him in terms of personality wise. But
Who does?
most people also say he's very whiny and complainy. So I don't know if I necessarily want to have that. You would want to have that reputation. But he gets to date Annie. So heck the reputation, honestly.
You think she'd date you after you killed him?
Oh, you mean if I? Oh, I wouldn't kill Huey. I couldn't do that.
Well, then you have to kill Annie.
I couldn't do it to my boy.
Imagine Homelander memes. Says put your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Kill
And
kill
kill.
Huey. Nah, dude, I couldn't do it.
Or Annie.
Oh,
What's your
I'd kill
pick?
Huey 100%. I couldn't touch it. I couldn't touch Annie. No way. That ain't happening.
Damn.
Heck no.
Really?
Although it's just like one of those situations where like she would rather die over Huey because she wouldn't want to live with Huey gone. So it's like she would be like, "Why did you kill Huey and not me? Because now like you took my like lover from me." I feel like we're getting off on a tangent, but I I couldn't touch Annie. I couldn't do it. There's just no way. Moving on from that. Yeah, Homelander milking the cow. Already talked about that a little bit. Kamiko and Frenchie are dancing. What is happening here? Why are they dancing? Where are they at?
Maybe a dream sequence?
I don't know if it's a dream.
A drug hallucination?
That's a funny. I like that theory. It's a little different from what I've seen so far.
What do you think?
It could be maybe this is from like early on in the season when they're together. Maybe they go to like some kind of party like before everything starts going really bad. Like at the very start of season 1 or season 3 episode 1 when everything's like really tame still, because like season 2 ends off of like a note where like everybody separates from each other. Like Huey goes off on his own and then Frenchie and Kamiko leave together. So maybe this is like a scene where like it shows what their life would be like if they weren't constantly fighting superheroes 24/7. Like they go to like some like ballet dance kind of thing. I don't really know like what she's wearing though. What Kamiko's wearing, it's kind of throwing me off because she's in like some like hospital gown looking thing almost. So that's a little weird.
No way, it's a play.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely a play.
No, it's not a play.
No, we're going with the play.
No, it's definitely not a play.
No, we're going nice.
Soldier Boy. Been
Billy
so...
Butcher beating up Gunpowder, I think is his name. That's a cool scene.
My opinion, Gunpowder's suit does not look super. And what are his powers even? And what's that name?
I don't really know what he was supposed to do.
Does he have a gun?
I mean, his name's Gunpowder, so I would think
explosives.
Maybe. Either way, he's getting clowned by Billy Butcher, and this isn't Butcher lasering him. Butcher just punches him.
He is able to push that guy in the room pretty far though, so he has super strength.
That is true. So maybe he doesn't always use lasers. He's just got the strength from it.
I mean, so does gunpowder. Gunpowder has super strength to a degree, but I mean, so does every suit. Well, a lot of suits,
True.
like Starlight.
Yeah, because Starlight has super strength too, and she's like doesn't look that
The
strong,
deep.
but she's out here lifting cars and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess it just kind of comes with the Compound V territory.
A-Train would whoop
Oh yeah,
gunpowder though,
straight
right?
up. You just outrun
A-Train's an
A-Train.
OG.
Definitely would. Yeah. Got a scene with Kamiko. Got a scene with Billy with the lasers. Do you think Butcher and Homelander are in the same room in this final shot, or no?
I think it would be a lot more explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't think they're in the same room together?
Not sure.
Why not? It might be.
Maybe.
We don't know. I don't think they are. I think it's just shot like this for the trailer.
Yeah.
Honestly. And then you got Jensen. So that's the trailer. So overall impressions out of 10 right now.
9.5.
I'll go with you on that. I'll say 9.5 also. I like that. I like the Annie scenes. I like the only thing I'm skeptical about is Billy Butcher with laser powers now, but everything else looks really good. The more I watch it, the more I like it.
It better not spoil too much in these new teasers or whatever.
Well, the thing is you won't really know it's a spoiler until after you watch the show. Right? Because it's like when people go and rewatch the season 1 trailer and they're like, "Oh, they spoiled so much in the trailer." And it's like, "Well, did they?" Because like you wouldn't have known that they included scenes from the finale in the trailer until you watch the finale.
Yeah.
But I do see what you mean though. I think visually it looks really good too. Like just the coloring of everything, like the way all the shots look, they look like improved.
Or just in the whole
just like,
thing.
do you think it looks better just like visually speaking, like coloring and wise?
Yeah, I think Kripke stepping up his
They
game.
got a little budget going on here. They finally, Bezos cut him a check. You got the budget.
I guess so. How do they not have like an absurd budget?
I don't know. That's a good question. You would think they would, because it's one of the biggest shows on Prime Video.
I feel like that's the game plan for Eric Kripke. He's trying to keep the show alive till it becomes like Game of Thrones, and like they just want to shovel money into the show because it gets so popular.
That's true. The thing with me with The Boys, like the way that I think about it is, I don't see The Boys to me is not a show that has longevity. And the reason I say that is I think as soon as you have to kill off somebody that's like important, because you're gonna have to do it. We're on season 3 now. Like at some point somebody has to die. And I think as soon as you do that, it's gonna really start to cripple the show. Because I mean,
how do you trust me? Not in the comics.
yeah, but the comics is different though, because the show, like all the characters and stuff are like super likable. I don't know if it's the same way in the comics. Is it?
Not exactly, but it's like there's an end game. Like it has longevity because there's a lot of content to explore. But there is a beginning and an end panned out.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I could see that. But clearly it looks like Homelander's becoming weaker this season. Butcher's becoming stronger. Starlight, not sure yet. Maybe stronger a little bit. Maybe a little bit more.
What's with the Homelander slander?
He's bruised in the eye and he's milking a cow. He slandered himself. He looks like a clown.
Let a man
He looks
live.
like a clown this season. Clown territory.
Okay.
Starlight is the new captain of the 7. This dude's a...
No, who should be the
Stop.
co-captain?
Don't say it. If you say it, I'll do it. I know you're going to say it too. Oh my
The
gosh.
No, who should be triple captain?
Stop.
Supersonic.
Heck that guy. Vought HQ swears I'll like him. I don't think I will. Anyways, on that note, any final takeaways?
So I'm thinking that Supersonic and Starlight are going to be paired together
Why do you
by
hate me?
Vought, and the selling point will be like, childhood sweetheart, Supersonic dashing his way through the finals, and all the
I can
focus
see
is
this
on
actually
them,
happening, and now I hate you for bringing this up because I feel like it's a possibility. 'Cause it makes sense.
right? Because they mentioned in season 2. It's weird that they.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. They can't. Huey and Annie cannot end season 3 not together. That's just my thing. It just can't happen. If What if they end the season on a if they end the season on like a breakup or something? I I don't know. I don't know, dude. I think I might be emotionally wrecked.
Like he thought was going to happen in season 2.
Yeah, and then they can't like okay, season 2 was like such a sweet ending for them. But it's like I don't even want to picture like how I would feel if the complete opposite happened. Because I was so like happy with season 2, like the way that it ended with them. It's like picturing the complete opposite. I feel like I would just be like I'd be crushed. Like I get it's a show about superheroes and like most people don't care about the ships and like that's fine. But dog, like no. Like they have to they're in game. Even if they do break up, they're definitely end game. That's all I'm saying. They're making it to the end. I think so.
So
Because they meet in the very first episode of season 1. They are the most like each other. They're great, dog. They're great. They're great. They're a great pairing for each other. I'm sticking to it. It's just my story.
getting excited over there.
Dude, Huey and Annie always get me excited, dog. I can talk about Huey and Annie forever. You know this. Turn this into a Huey Annie podcast. I'll do it.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us today and tuning into this episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Homelander Memes, and
I'm Vought Productions. Hello. I'm not as epic. I'm
the
not as
other
epic
host,
as at outros.
equally
Equally as
as epic.
epic.
You're
Thank you
amazing.
so much. You're amazing too.
Say it out
What?
loud.
Am I supposed to say I'm amazing? I'm
I'm
amazing. Is this like the
amazing.
deep like therapy session right now? It
How
feels
does it
great. I'm
feel?
amazing.
You're
Awesome.
amazing. And you, listeners, are the real
They're
heroes.
amazing too.